Well, good morning. Let's get right to our top story. The new revelations from ABC's exclusive interview with President Donald Trump.
And the president going one-on-one with our chief anchor, George Stephanopoulos, going after former Vice President Joe Biden. With Trump set to formally announce his re-election campaign on Tuesday, he is attacking his potential opponent Biden as, quote, weak, while calling himself ahead in the polls.
George really conducted an extraordinary and wide-ranging interview here, even covering what the president has learned in office about UFOs. So we've got a lot to talk about here, and we're going to start our coverage with ABC's Rachel Scott, who's right there at the White House, with details on internal polling from the Trump campaign, which showed the president trailing Joe Biden. Rachel, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. The president's campaign manager is calling that polling data ancient. He says those numbers have since changed to show the president in the lead, but President Trump still has Biden on the brain. In the long road to the 2020 election, President Trump and Democratic rival Joe Biden are entangled in a war of words.
You know, he wanted to be the tough guy. He's not a tough guy. He's a weak guy.
And while Biden is just one of 23 Democratic candidates in the race, President Trump has insisted in any matchup, he is the clear frontrunner.
I just had a meeting with somebody that's a pollster, and I'm winning everywhere.
But an internal poll from his own campaign painted a different picture. The March data obtained by ABC News had the president losing to Biden by double digits in the battleground states of Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. And in Florida, where the president will kick off his re-election campaign in a few days, Biden led by 7 points. The Trump campaign argues those numbers have since changed in his favor. Still, the president has maintained his focus on Biden, with fresh attacks on his recent shifts in policy.
He is recalibrated on everything. Everything he says he's taken back 2 weeks later because he's getting slammed by the left.
Meanwhile, Trump has doubled down on his comments to ABC News earlier this week that he would accept political dirt from a foreign adversary.
I think I'd take it. If I thought there was something wrong, I'd go maybe to the FBI if I thought there was something wrong.
Those comments drew outrage among Democrats.
This one is a new low.
And even prompted criticism from some of the president's allies.
Foreign influence in our elections is growing, not lessening, and we don't want to send a signal to encourage it.
The president now says he would still take a look, but also definitely report it.
Of course you have to look at it, because if you don't look at it, you're not going to know if it's bad. How are you going to know if it's bad? But of course you give it to the FBI or report it to the Attorney General or somebody like that. But of course you do that. You couldn't have that happen with our country.
Back now live with Rachel at the White House. So President Trump is getting ready to relaunch his presidential campaign on Tuesday. And now the Democrats are getting ready for their first big debate. The DNC has just released that lineup. What can we expect?
Yeah, Eva, that long-awaited list is finally out, and there are so many Democratic contenders that the debates are separated into 2 nights. So on the first night, you can expect to see Senator Elizabeth Warren share the stage with Senator Cory Booker, as well as New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio. And then on the second night, that's when you are going to see former Vice President Joe Biden face off against Senator Bernie Sanders, along with other top contenders like Senator Kamala Harris and Mayor Pete Buttigieg. Certainly a time to shine in a crowded field, Eva.
And speaking of a time to shine, can we just take a moment this morning? This is Rachel's first time on GMA. She's been part of our ABC family for several years now, but we are so happy to have you working with us now. Welcome to the team, Rachel.
Excited to be here. Thank you, Eva.
Rachel Scott for us at the White House.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.